Welcome. Good evening. You're listening to the voice of your host, Shan, and welcome to another episode of Off the Record, your safe space every Wednesday night. This is where we have all the conversations that are worth having. This is where you come to talk about any and everything without judgment. We are here again another Wednesday evening. Now, you may be looking to my left and wondering, who is this new face? But I'm going to allow him to introduce himself.
Good evening. My name is Amal. Call me Diggy.
All right, Diggy, that's that. You can just end the end there.
I'm a law-abiding citizen from St. Kitts and Nevis. Yes. I'm from New Hope Housing. I work at Skellet. Also, I
What
play
you like to do?
football. I love sports generally. I'm excited for the upcoming World Cup, which starts on Sunday. Also, I'm excited for Carnival as well. You know.
Of
Yeah.
course. So let's welcome Diggy to Off the Record. Show him some love in the chat. This evening we have a lot to cover. We're doing things a little different this evening, though. We're going to be testing our morals. So we have some scenarios we're going to come through. And of course, we have our famous letter. Somebody wrote in, and their marriage is at stake. And they want us to help them figure out what to do. And we're going to do just that. So, Diggy, tell me, how was your week?
My week. It was a little challenging.
Also,
Well, I'm not at liberty to say
okay.
on behalf of the company, but it was very challenging. Even though we had a little ups and downs with my coworkers, especially because they're very stubborn at times, you know, older folks, you know, they're how they can be. But all in all, we got the job done, and it was, I wouldn't say a breeze, but it was a job well done.
It was a job well done. And you're getting through the week. The week ain't finished yet.
How was your week? How is
My
your week
week
going?
is going amazing, honestly. I got some good news that I can't share prematurely as yet, but it's gonna come. When it's solidified, I'm gonna be sharing it with my OTR Nation, of course. I've been cruising through the week. I've been having a good week. I've been saying my prayers. I've been trying to wake up early, getting to work early. You know something though? On my commute to work almost every morning, like the traffic. So like we need to do something. We need to do something about this traffic. Like people need to, I don't know, like be aware
Careful.
that other people are driving on the road. You know what I mean? 'Cause it's like some of y'all that drive like you own the road.
So basically, you're saying that people trying to own what the government owns.
Yeah.
So I think that, not straying off of what you said, I think that we should try to have some sort of road courtesy every day.
Yes.
Whether it's letting someone out from a stop ahead of you or something like that, even allowing a pedestrian to cross the road or something, you know, a little goes a long way.
And use your indicators. They're there for a reason.
I will tell you this, I ain't trying to throw men under the bus, but generally speaking, most men don't use the indicators.
That's
I am
sad.
one of them,
That's sad.
unfortunately.
That's sad.
Yes. I mean, women do too, as well. They don't use the indicators.
I think it goes for both men and women. Some of y'all just don't understand that the indicators are there for a reason and you need to use it.
Yes, that's true. That's very true.
So Carnival is coming up.
Ooh.
What do you think about the costumes, the vibes, the events?
So far, what I've seen on social media, I've seen the hype. I love the hype. I've seen the costumes being sold out. Ooh,
Yeah.
that was fast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before you could blink, sold out.
I mean, like every day or every other day, I see Lux post and say, this section has been sold out. I was like, wow.
Yeah. But I'm happy for it. I'm loving it. Like everybody excited for the carnival season. I am too. You going in any troop?
Uh, mm, yes, I am. Yes, I am.
I'm gonna ask you which section, I'm gonna ask you which troop. I can just leave it there for the people them to see you on the road, having a good time. Yeah.
What if I go in the clown joke though?
That's
What if
okay.
they ain't gonna see
That's
me on my
okay.
mask?
That's okay. That's okay. You know, that's alright. That's alright. But I heard that a whole lot of individuals signed up for to be a part of the clown.
Oh, I
So-
heard that as well. That's the place to be. That's what some people saying.
I mean, I want to try it. I always wanted to try masquerade. That's Loki. I really want to dance
You
with
know
the
how to?
masquerade. I know I don't. So I have to actually spend a couple of months preparing, joining a group and stuff like that. Get me nice costume together. But that's something I
Being
really
a
want to do.
masquerade, you have to play mask without fear, you know, because
I know.
everybody's standing on the side looking at you.
I know. But I'm ready for the challenge.
You sure?
Yes.
Okay.
I feel like that's something that I can do, and because during carnival it's my birthday, so that's something that I want to do.
Ooh.
Yes.
Okay.
Guys, if you're just joining us, you're listening to the voices of Shand and Diggy, aka Amal. I know that you're seeing a new face next to me. You're not seeing Delhi, but Delhi has left the island. She started a new journey. I'm so excited for her. But I'm sure she'll be with us once she's settled in. So this just means that OTR is spreading its wings. We're networking. We are making new connections. So you gotta stick and stay with us to be a part of our journey. Stick and stay with us to be a part of the family, because we have a whole lot in store. We have a lot of things that we want to accomplish. We have a lot of things that we want to do. But again, we can't do it without sponsors. So if you want to sponsor the show, of course, you can reach us at 765-4342, or you can email us at offtherecordprogram@gmail.com. So guys, tonight, as I said, we are going to be testing our morals. So we have some scenarios that we're going to comb through. And I want to hear from you guys. You can call in at 466-0903, or you can even WhatsApp call us at 765-7160. That's 765-7160 or 466-0903. Or you can comment. We'll be monitoring the comments and stuff like that, and we'll be responding to you. So before we get into the moral scenarios, we're going to take a break and we're going to come back. So clear your mind and be ready for us when we get back. Thank you for sticking and staying with us. We see the viewership going up. I like to see that. I like to see that. Amal here, hoping and praying with his fingers crossed, saying, I hope nobody watch. I hope nobody watch.
So you just say and turn your hand at the
Just
bus.
I can try hard on the bus. I tell you, this is a safe space. This is where we be open. We be authentic. We be our authentic selves. There's no judgment here.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm about to test your morals. I'm about to ask you some questions to see where you stand.
All right, let's go.
You ready for me?
Let's get it.
All right. This one is called the lifeboat.
The lifeboat.
It says you're on a cruise and the ship encounters an unexpected storm. The storm continues to rage and eventually you and the other passengers are told you must head to the lifeboats and abandon the ship. As people begin to line up, you realize some lines have fewer people, some have families, and some have younger single people. You know you are strong and capable. Do you choose to help a group composed of 3 families with a few young children, or a group of seniors who obviously could use your help, or go with the young strong people with whom you might have a better chance of survival? What are you gonna do?
This is Titanic right here, man. Titanic. Okay, so the older folks, I mean, they said the good deeds and what's not. I mean, I feel like they don't live their life. They don't live their life, and you know, like it's time. If God will it, that's how you're gonna die. Like you live your life. I ain't lived mine yet. Till I get 40. So I would say I go with the young people.
You going with the young people?
Just in case pull a cramp while swimming, somebody able to save me. Old folks can't save me.
So you're gonna skip over the families, you're gonna skip over the group of seniors, and you're gonna just go with the strong young people.
Going with the strong young people. Hey, you could tell the same young people they must go with the old folks and the families. It's not my fault.
What
Do
would
not-
you guys? Man, judging you. Man,
Do-
listen.
Listen, the viewing audience, please do not judge me. I feel like you guys out there would have done the same because y'all thinking about yourselves as well.
Guys,
I'm not a lifeguard.
let us know what would you have done. Which group would you have gone with? Would you have gone with the families so you can help them, or would you have gone with the group of seniors who obviously need help, or the strong young people? Like, what would you have done? Let us know. Let us know. Anyways.
Okay, my question. Okay, telling a secret. Oh, you couldn't hear me?
Yeah,
Okay.
they can't hear. They can't. The people say they can't hear you.
Telling a secret, so it's
No, they can't be soft. They want to hear. They want to hear the secret. They
All
want
right,
to hear the
all right.
secret. So talk
I mean,
a
it's
little.
a secret
Put a
if I
little
tell it.
bass in the voice.
If I'm telling it, it's not a secret, you know. Okay. Your friends tells you that they committed a crime. They explain that they were having trouble sleeping at night and feel you are the only one they could trust with confession. A few days later, you read in the paper that someone has been arrested for your friend's crime. What do? Go to the police and tell them what you know? Encourage your friend to confess and warn him. Why it had to be him though? Couldn't be
That's one bad.
them. And warn him. If he does not say so, I will tell. I'll say nothing because you won't betray your friend.
Honestly, I would say nothing.
Hmm.
If I'm asked, I would say. But if I'm not asked, I ain't gonna say drinking water and minding my business.
Patrice, okay. I see you.
I'm
Patrice.
literally drinking water and minding my
Alright.
business. Now, if the police, if I have to come in and I'm being asked about it, and I realize that, hey, I could be pulled into this mess, of course, I can say, well, hey, no, because nobody gonna ruin my life. But if nobody asks me nothing, I ain't saying nothing. What about you?
Nobody asked me nothing. I ain't
You
say
say
nothing.
no, right. Ladies, what about you? What about you?
Let's hear it.
Ladies, you know?
What?
I mean, no.
You know?
I mean, no.
Yeah, no. Oh,
Ladies, shame. You know, guys, what about you guys? What you doing? You snitching on your friend or what? That's basically the question. You snitching on your friend or what?
That's not a friend if they're snitching on you. Let them know.
That's right. Cause snitches get.
Stages.
Right, bet. Alright, the next one is called the sarcastic friend. Your friend has a great sense of humor. However, sometimes his jokes involve making fun of others in inappropriate ways. He will point out a physical flaw or look for something odd or different about a person and make an unkind comment. You feel uncomfortable when your friend does this. Do you say something or just laugh along with him? What say us?
Give me the options again.
Do you say something? Do you pull him up and say, hey, ain't cool to be making fun of people? Or do you just laugh with him? Because just laugh at the little jokey jokes that he making.
Okay. Depends on the setting, basically. But if it's jokes that would really hurt someone, like you could see that they're hurting, they're not laughing with you and what's not, like I would encourage my friend to like, hey, people have feelings, you know. But if it's a group of us and we just throwing jokes at each other and what's not, yeah, I mean I'm gonna laugh. But if it's something that would hurt an individual, I would tell them no, you know, because everybody is sensitive. No matter who you are, everybody is sensitive. And I feel like we should treat each other the way that we want to be treated, you know, because if you go out and be making jokes at someone, say they have bad skin or something like that, and you laugh at the bad skin, or you make jokes, public jokes about the bad skin, and, you know, the person really, they're hurting from the jokes and what's not, they're very insecure about their features, and you know it, and you're still throwing the jokes. You as the friend, I think that you should pull up your friend, you know, because everybody has feelings. Yeah. What would you do?
I definitely pulling up my friend, no doubt about it. The jokes, they did say that the jokes were inappropriate and they were pointing out physical flaws. So I definitely pulling up my friend. I ain't laughing at nobody physical flaw and making no joke about nobody just for clout or to hurt nobody feelings. And to be honest, I don't. That's a form of bullying, and I don't find bullying funny at all. So I would not be laughing. I would be the one to pull up my friend there and then. Like, no, we ain't doing this. That kind of vibes. That's just me.
Style.
That's
I
just
like
me.
your style. I like your style.
And if I feel like I want to be petty, I about to pull you up in front of everybody so you could know how we feel to be on the other end when people making fun of you. Because no friend of mine supposed to be displaying this kind of behavior. You can't be my friend. That's just it, and that's just all.
I like it. I really do like it. Okay. So my turn now. Midnight death. Wow. You have worked years. You have worked years to be successful in your father's business. You felt you were obligated to take over as he worked his whole life to build the business he left behind by his father. However, the large business in town have seriously cut into profits, and for several years, you and your family have just managed to scrape by. Your father's health has declined, and he has been hospitalized. He has substantial life insurance policies and expires at midnight. Wow, midnight. So, if he dies before midnight, you inherit the money, enough money to pursue your career, and always dream of provide an adequately for your family. Do you? Prince Accident Tank, making possible for you to die before midnight, or smoothly die before midnight. Tell your father the problem and let him suggest a solution and go by what he says. Do nothing and imagine living with yourself if you terminate your dad's life.
Okay, so you're basically saying that you have worked all these years to be successful in my father's business, and he about to die, and his life insurance expires at midnight. So I can only benefit from this life insurance if he died before midnight. So my options are, if I'm about to pinch the oxygen line, making it possible for him to die before midnight, or tell him the problem and allow him to come up with a solution, or do nothing. That's
Yeah.
basically the options.
Just do nothing.
Yeah,
Do
we're
nothing.
about to have this conversation. It might lead back to option one, but we're about to have this conversation to let you know that, hey, you're about to die anyway. This is the issue. We family gonna suffer. If he said no, he said
No,
no.
that's option 2, basically.
Right, so that's what I said. We can choose option 2. It may lead to option 1 when we finish.
Pinch the
Having
oxygen
the
line.
yeah,
or
that
you could
might be-
smother him with a pillow too. You know.
Yeah, that might
That's the
be
easiest death. You know.
that might be why it would
Ah,
lead
hey,
to.
Hey, I'm not saying that I would do that. I'm not saying that. Just for the record, if anybody, the local authorities are listening, we would not do that. Clear my name, don't clear the ear. I would not do that.
So what would you do?
It's what's on the sheet.
So what would you do?
I would have a conversation
Conversation,
with him
right.
and just basically say, hey, if you die before midnight, the family gets such and such, and yeah, you can't leave your family to suffer just because you want to live past midnight, even though we know you're gonna die. So just die before midnight. I feel like that's very harsh, though.
It
on
is,
the
but
individual. That's very harsh.
why?
Hmm.
It is, but you gotta think about. For me, okay, if I were the father and I know I'm about to die anyway, I'm terminally ill. It is going to happen. I would have asked to be euthanized or something, or just take me out so that you guys could benefit. Legit, I'm about to die either way.
Pull the
I
plug.
am not allowing my family to stay on earth and suffer.
Pull the plug.
What
pull
about
the
your
plug.
ladders?
I got those option. I savvy, but if you too far, option 1 you have to go with me. Hey, nobody gonna know. They gonna know it's me.
Saying if about to have a conversation.
So basically, you're telling me you're gonna pinch the oxygen tank
Ask
go.
him.
or smother him with
No,
a pillow.
I'm give him pinch the oxygen tank. You have to. I saw it, but you have to go
So you're gonna just let him just go smoothly.
smoothly straight up to heaven.
So basically, what you're gonna do? You're gonna pinch the oxygen tank and walk out of the room and just come back and meet him.
come, you wait and say, no,
Oh
no,
my
some.
God. Wow.
So right. I glad he me said that, and this being recorded. So me, I just clear the ear.
Listen, we're dealing with scenarios here. We're dealing with scenarios. All right, the next one is called a hit and run. Late one night, you're driving home in a bad rainstorm. A drunk wheels out in front of your car and you try to stop, but you hit him. Absolutely nobody sees you. The guy looks and smells as if he is homeless. You check to see how badly he is hurt and realize he is dead. You have never even had a speeding ticket, and you are an upright professional with a family and are well known and respected in your community. Do you make a report anonymously, confess your crime, or drive on home and forget about it, knowing no one is going to pursue the death of a homeless drunk? So, you either make a report anonymously, confess your crime, or just drive home like nothing happened. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? What we do? What we doing? What we doing?
I don't feel like the question is for this forum, you know.
Lord, that's what you doing. What
I'm
you doing?
sorry. You know the movie Scream? I might gotta do something like that there. Dump it in the water. I saw the options in there, but I have to dump him in the water and go home and act like nothing ever happened.
Listen, I just drive, right? I'm gonna be clear. I just drive. I drive. Right? I drive. So I can't fathom. I don't think I could live with myself doing that. Like if I hit somebody and they die on the spot, I think I end up staying there and confessing. Like I'm gonna take it like a G. Yeah, I'm gonna take it like a G. I ain't running. I ain't gonna run from that. That's my mess. I'll clean it up. Yeah, I think I can take the L. Yeah, I can take the L for that one for sure.
Yeah, I would take the L too because I have a big conscience and I won't be able to sleep at night, to be honest.
Oh.
And then the fact that you said I have a family, like, you know, the sins of the parents to fall on the
Children.
I ain't want that fall on my children at all.
I
So
want it happen either.
We are gonna pray together.
seriously, honest? Seriously.
We're gonna go to church and we're gonna pray and we ask some forgiveness.
Yeah, but you could confess and still pray and ask for forgiveness. Yeah, but you ain't want to ask for forgiveness on top of forgiveness because number one, you killed somebody, so you got to ask for forgiveness for that. But then you basically left them there, left the body there for somebody else to come and find. You gotta ask for forgiveness for that too. So just ask for one forgiveness, though. Yeah, let me do that.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That was a tough one though. Okay, so we got one more. We're gonna talk about money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about money. So get rich.
Mm-hmm.
Your friend offers you an opportunity to make a deal of money very quickly, a great deal of money very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
He arranges to set up an offshore account for your profits. Yeah, he will not tell you exactly how he makes the money, but you get the impression it is not exactly legal. He only wants to invest $500. He only wants you to invest $500 and promise you will have enough from your minimal investment that you will never need to work again. Do you give him $500, deciding if you don't know how he's making the money, you're in the clear, right? That's the first question. The man to know the details before getting involved. Or decide you want no part of this deal as you trust your instinct that your offer is shady and you might even get in legal trouble.
For me, depends on the friend, eh? Cause if my best friend come to me with that kind of words, I ain't want no. I trust her, so I give her the $500 and she do what she do. But if it's like anybody apart from my best friend, I definitely demanding to know more information. Like you got to tell me what I get myself into. So let me make the choice. If I'm doing something illegal, let me know for a fact that I'm doing the illegal thing. Let me make the choice to do it if I want to do it. And let me make the choice to opt out if I don't want to do it, if you see what I mean.
Okay, cool. Okay, so if it's my best friend, right? I doing that. Like, yeah, like I know my best friend on my back and he want to see me, he want to see me shine. So, basically, I mean, my best friend because, so, like, I feel like he got my best interest at heart. We go up together.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So, I feel like it's saying it's we live. They don't look for you after you commit a crime here. That's unfortunate.
Listen.
So if it's illegal,
Listen.
I'm jumping on a plane and I'm leaving. You hear what the option was? Offshore account.
Mm-hmm.
It has nothing to do with it. I don't have to look back. Unfortunately, listen to me again. Listen to me again. I am not in this scenario. This is just a piece of paper, right? That we just drafted, for the show. So what I'm saying is, right, I would fly out the minute that
Anything go off.
the minute that money is on my bank account. I'm traveling the world. I don't have to work again. Why am I staying here? I'm gonna go to Bali.
But yeah, not much money, be so how you gonna travel?
I don't have to work again.
That's what he's saying.
I'm young. So if I'm young, right, and my best friend said that I don't have to work again. I'm young. So think about it. You work until you're about 65, right? 62, 65, that's when the social starts to kick in, right? And you don't have to work again, right? So imagine if I'm in my late 20s and I don't have to work again. And 60 is very far from now. So that has to be a chunk of money. So, I mean, should be able to...
at the opportunity.
Should be able to afford a plane ticket or two, maybe 5, 10, 20, Yeah.
Ladis, what are you doing? What are you doing, Ladis?
Why? That's illegal. I don't think my best friend gonna put me to do illegal stuff after all. I think she love me and she got enough compassion in she had to not want me go to jail. So, my God, tell her, for somebody else to do that, they will kidnap me.
But you just say you're gonna dump the body after the hit and run. No, you ain't gonna take the money? What is? I thought you
In
on
a-
this-
in a
I
maths
thought-
now,
I
maths.
thought you was on my side for this one.
Maths in.
Not this one.
The maths in. So
Not on this
so
one.
you would do a hit and run, dump the body, but you wouldn't take the money.
No, it's all
Nah,
so
this. Stand by your truth. Stick beside your truth. Don't let them sway you.
When you take the money, right, you could just disappear, fall off the grid,
But you know, they could track.
Track.
I can't
Not
afford to be
sink
tr-
it.
That's when the police from St. Kitts and wherever you be, they're going to use the police there and they're going to come together and they're going to carry you right back.
All right.
Uh-huh.
All right. All right. All right.
All right, this other one is called The Third Strike, and it says your teenager has had a rough few years. First came an arrest for shoplifting. The item was of little value, so it was only a misdemeanor. Then your teen was with some friends who were smoking pot, which is weed, and driving too fast. Your teen has promised they are turning over a new leaf and seem to be on the right track, doing better in school, coming home before curfew, and generally having a much better attitude. Now you get a call from the local police station saying that your son was with a group of kids who broke into a liquor store and stole beer. Do you go to the station and see how you can get your teen out of this jam, or let him accept whatever consequences befall him or her?
See, he's my youth, and I've seen parents bend back ways for their kids, even though they did wrong time after time. And like when I was younger, I was always questioning other parents' actions towards their kids, especially in those type of scenarios. But the older I get, the more I understood why parents do what they are doing to protect their kids. Because I think that only parents could see the innocence in their kids, no matter how old they are.
Mm-hmm.
So, but as a parent, I think I would help them. I would help them.
You help them?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I would help them. I would. Yeah. Even though it's more than one on one occasion, I think I would help them. Hopefully, they could see that I really do care about them and their well-being, so they would turn the page or turn the corner. Like some sort of positiveness would come out of me helping them.
Who can hear gun feel?
Oh,
You're about to stay in that prison jail cell, wherever. You're about to take whatever consequences come your way. If you have to go court, I'll be there, sitting down. If you gotta go jail, I'll bring you bread and cheese and whatever. Soap, whatever you need. But you cannot tell me that you've been doing all these nonsense. I would have spoken to you as a parent. I would have tried to get you the necessary help, whether it be therapy, try to give you everything you want, try to make you as comfortable as possible. And you want to tell me you're going to bring up my hopes, you're going to turn a new page and whatever to bring up my hopes. So when I feel like I could trust you again, so you're done with that life, to come disappoint me? No, you're going to stay there. You're going to stay there. Because whether or not it was your fault, it must have meant that you were with the company, who did this. And you're going to learn today to stay away from bad company. You're going to learn. I am not coming down there. I'm very sorry.
You sound like a very true, strict mother.
I'm not coming down there. You're going to stay down there. Yeah, you're going to stay down there. If you
But-
need anything, I'll bring it.
But the fact that in there, he learned who his friend them be know. So you could help him.
Yeah,
He don't go back to them same
no.
friend.
He has to go through the whole process. He has to go through the whole process so he could learn.
Shana would like to be a child at all.
No, because obviously talking to ain't doing nothing for you. So let the system deal with you. I'll look after you still. Of course. I'll bring you your food and whatever you need. I'll bring a suit for you if you have to go court and stuff like that. Yeah. If the person want to press charges, let them do it. Me, I ain't. I'm not wasting my. I'm not arguing for you. No. Because the message that I'm going to be sending to you, that mommy gonna always have me back, no matter what I do, which is true to an extent. But you have to learn. You're gonna have to learn.
So, okay. Let's change that scenario.
Mm-hmm.
Say, your kid, he was a good boy growing up, you know? And then he got into high school. And then he met some friends. Okay, so he met the friends to one of his cousins, right? Okay, so the friends are bad, but the cousin is a genuine person, but they're just influenced by the friends. Both your kid and his cousin were influenced by the friends, right? So they got caught probably shoplifting, as you said, right?
Sorry, but the people I'm saying they can't hear you.
Oh, sorry. They got caught shoplifting, right? Okay. So what would you do, right, if they got caught shoplifting the second time, but they got some jail time behind it?
What do you mean? Why you gonna do?
No, what would you do? Would you help your son?
No.
Your kid?
No, you said this ain't the second time you said?
Okay, but what if he didn't? Okay, what if he didn't? I should have explained it better. The second time, he didn't do anything. He was just with them.
Exactly. Stay away
He
from bad
didn't
company.
know.
Stay away from bad company.
Accomplice to the crime.
Thank you very much.
So you're not gonna help him?
No. Y'all did it the first time. You got away. Yeah? You got a chance to redeem yourself. You're gonna tell me that you're gonna still be with the same company and still go do the same thing? Still be in the same area? No, it's enough for me. You're going. I'll come visit you on my time off.
Before your time off, that's when visiting hours are over.
No.
What if I may speak
If
a
you
little
need
clearer?
something, like write a note, send it, leave it with a police officer, and I'll bring it to the next day. Like, no, you spare the rod, you spoil the child. No, I ain't doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm very sorry. The first time you get yourself in something, I understand. Yeah, you're supposed to learn your lesson, but you didn't. Life is a journey. You're supposed to learn your lesson. And these kids today are not like the kids yesterday. They are very smart. They know exactly what they are doing. If you mean to tell me that talking to ain't working for you, then you just bear the consequence. That's all.
I was trying to get her change her mind, but it doesn't seem that way.
No,
so
you're gonna bear the
boy.
consequence. You're gonna be
Yeah,
alright.
she's sticking to what
You're
she
gonna
know.
be alright. You want bread and cheese, and matter of fact, you see, when you're home, you're gonna be getting good cooked food. You think I gonna go out of my way to bring any good cooked food in there for you? You're getting bread. You're gonna deal with you. I bet you learn. If after that you tell me you choose to do something again and go back in that situation, the punishment gonna just get worse and worse and worse. No, these children have to learn. They know what they're doing. I mean, baby in the body. No, you could go thief. You know what you're doing.
So to unborn babies, when you all look at this, your mama said that she is not helping you guys if you guys get a strike too.
And
yes.
I stand beside it. I stand beside it.
So make sure I watch this here before I do a stupidness.
I'm gonna stay home and ball, yes, because as a mother. But I'm gonna ball and go sleep.
Stay home and ball?
Yes, I stay home and
What
ball.
madness?
But me ain't coming. I am noops. You're gonna have to learn. You're gonna have to learn.
Well, alright then. Alright.
Alright, so
I'm done.
you're done?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah,
This
send
one is called
questions.
Reward a Job Well Done. You understand the importance of teamwork in your job. You share ideas and responsibilities with your team members on a daily basis. In your weekly team meeting with your supervisor, one of your coworkers takes credit for a time and money-saving change in operating procedures you devised. Your supervisor erroneously thinks your coworker came up with the change and your coworker does not correct the misinterpretation, but allows the boss to not only commend him but offer a bonus. Do you go to your coworker and demand he correct the situation? Do you go to your supervisor and explain you should receive the commendation and reward? Or do you keep quiet as you do not believe in ownership of ideas? What are you guys doing? What are we doing with that?
Well, I got my own option, eh? My option is everybody come in the room and I let you know what is happening for real. Because it ain't gonna go down that way. Because I feel like a lot of people are gonna take the credit, you know. Because when you see the bonus check coming in, you know, all that little increase, and you know, like you could do you some very
Some
good.
good,
You know what I mean? So I mean, a lot of people gonna say bye. I mean, if you're gonna understand, I can just buy him a drink every time we we get paid. Buy him a drink, make him feel good. Yeah. No, that ain't gonna work with me. No, I'm sorry. That's not gonna work with me.
Gladys, what say you?
No, I want to hear you whisper.
You want to
first.
hear my
I want to
whisper?
hear, yeah.
Okay. Well, first of all, everybody gonna have to know that that was my idea, and I deserve that bonus.
Ooh.
Like we ain't holding back.
Okay.
Oh no. Oh no. Both of us gonna have to get bonuses. So it's either you put my name with you, go back to the is either have a conversation with my coworker and say, hey, is it you go to the boss and tell them the truth, or you add my name to it. I don't mind you eating. I don't mind you getting your bonus. You get your bonus. They ain't got nothing to do with me. But here, you see over here need bonus too. So fix it. That's all. Fix it. Yeah, you're gonna fix it.
Fix it, Jesus. Fix it.
Just fix it. And I give you time to fix it. So I give you an hour to fix it. That's all I give you.
Shania sound a little too mean there, you know.
No, but I give you an hour to fix it. I give you an hour to fix it. You stole my idea. You took credit for something that was not yours. Yeah? And you got rewarded for that thing. And you want to tell me that I'm supposed to be lenient with you? I want reward too, so now you have to fix it.
I feel like you're very cruel, you know, because you say an hour.
An hour, you can't have, yeah.
You didn't even say 24 hours. You say an hour.
An hour. One. Dege. Hour. One. 1 hour.
But I got to split the money. Work down the middle. But I want a little bit more, eh?
No, when I'm splitting the money, I want my own.
No.
No, when I'm splitting the money.
I mean, if the boss want to give you your check still, he
Yeah.
give you a check, but I get more than you. I get more than you. That's all I know. Yeah.
Let me hear this. Let me hear you. What you doing?
Somebody ain't getting no money.
Money no day.
No money, no day. If I don't get it, she can't get
She
none.
can't get it. But all this what you gonna do? Snitch? Or no? What you gonna do? Rob her? What we doing?
Something gonna have to happen.
Something gonna have to happen.
Definitely.
Something I kept.
She can't get the money there.
No money for nobody, Lord, they say.
Just so.
No money for nobody.
If I can't get it, she can't get
Can't
none.
get none. I got you, Lord, I got you. Alright, so the next one is called The Unfaithful Friend. And I'm sure you guys could basically foresee what I'm about to read. But it reads, you go out with your husband for dinner, or your wife for dinner, at a new restaurant you have never gone before. It is in a part of the town you rarely visit. You are shocked to see that your friend's husband or wife is having dinner with a very young attractive person. From the way they are behaving, it is obvious they are more than friends. Do you tell your friend knowing you probably will not be believed and that it may ruin your friendship? Or say nothing about seeing the couple as it is none of your business. They may even have an open relationship. What are you doing?
Okay. This is a lot. This happens a lot on this island. Well, this twin federation, and I can address it now. Right? We often see things that probably we're not supposed to see, or we wish we didn't see, but we saw, and we don't do anything about it because we say it's not our place, right? Because of how the person would take it if you take back the information to them, right? But I feel like you should tell your friend what you saw, but tell them in a respectful way and help them to see why you're saying what you said. Because, but first, if you see the person's spouse before you see the friend, your friend, you confront the spouse and say, if you don't tell them, I will. And you have just like you said, no, not an hour though, but you give them some time. Give them at least a day. Give them a day to say it. Because, like, people say, yeah, you want to mash up no happy home and all them things, yeah, but that they're mashing up the home. It's still mashing up the home. Whether it's now or in the long run, because it's going to still come out, you know. Them things will still happen. So I feel like you either tell your friend or you confront the spouse and give the spouse time to tell the friend or tell their significant other. Let me say sorry. So that's
sorry, it's cut you. Confront my spouse. You gotta go straight to the friend, proof everything. Not confront no spouse. Because the spouse, he gonna tell you, he gonna say, he gonna talk, then later down, he gonna switch up the story. Can't allow that. You tell your friend and you go with proof. Tell her straight up.
okay. But there are some people, I'm gonna give you another scenario now. Okay, you go to the friend, right? And you know this that happen a lot. I've been hearing this. The friend does say, oh, you're trying to mash up my relationship. Yes, that happens a lot. Whether male or female. Oh, you want me man or you want me woman. That's what will be happening. Like, I don't understand. So, you put you in a tight spot as a friend. That's why I use those two scenarios. Because often, you know, friendships are lost because you're going to tell the friend about a situation you saw and they feel like, yeah, you're lying or whatever, or you're trying to undermine them or deceive them, which is not the intention that you came with in the first place.
That's if the spouse is probably used to cheat with the so-called friend, then, but
You don't see that.
If she gotta believe it. If she ain't want to believe it, then that's your own fault right there.
Okay. Cool. I feel like you should. I agree with you that you should tell the friend. I agree because I had both scenarios on the table. Tell the friend or tell the spouse. He or she has this amount of time to tell the significant other. Otherwise, I will. You know, people call it snitching and them things, but you have to have if you call them your friend, right? You have to have your friend's best interest at heart.
That's why you have to snitch.
No, snitching ain't coming. Snitching can happen here. Ain't snitching. It's not snitching. Because what if? Let me bring another scenario to the table now.
No, wait, before you go to the other scenario, guys, let me tell you what I would have done.
Let me hear you.
Because I would have pulled out my phone and we would have record. And then I would have make sure that the spouse see me. I would have go up and say, hi, how are you? Are you having a good evening? I am very petty when it comes to my friend and anybody dating my friends. And then I have to see you out doing things that you know you ain't supposed to do. I am going to make sure that you see me. I'm going to make sure that you see me, see you. And I'll make sure that you see me recording you. I am calling my friend on video call on the spot.
Ooh.
So you cannot come say, oh, no, Amy, you see. No, we're doing it live and lively. Your night's about to get ruined. Yeah. That's what happening. Me not talking.
I bring up the next scenario. That's perfect.
Me not talking.
That's perfect. No,
I
that's
literally
perfect.
am not about to be talking. What I am going to do is to pull out my phone, make sure that you see me, and I'm going to come up very respectful. Hi, how are you? You having a good evening? Yeah. Who's this? Who's your friend? Who's your little friend? I'm going to be so petty. Who's your little friend? Yeah. We're doing all that. We're not doing no. Oh, I saw you last night. No, we ain't doing that. We ain't talking. We're done with the talking. Not too much talking. You're gonna see.
Yeah, that's very smart. Yeah. For me, it's like the phones more than men. So that's like a very, very, very good strategy. And I agree with it. I agree with it. I ain't gonna lie. I agree with it.
You want to be unfaithful, be unfaithful. Unfaithfulness come with consequences.
Yeah, it does. It actually does.
So, yeah. Anyways, the other one is a difficult choice. And it states, you and your family love the beach and decide to spend a weekend at an isolated beach cabin. Your teenage daughter often gets bored on your getaways, so you make plans to take your niece along. As soon as you arrive, a storm is looming in the horizon and the water looks rough. You tell the girls that they can get ready to swim, but to come back and help unload the car. They are so excited, they do not pay attention to the last part of what you said and run down to the beach to swim. You do not realize that they have done so until you hear your daughter scream. You realize they are both caught in a strong current and might be swept out to sea. You are a good swimmer and you know you can save one of them. You have a difficult choice to make. Do you save your niece first because she is a poor swimmer and will not be able to last as long as your daughter? Or do you save your daughter first because although she is a strong swimmer and may be able to last long enough for you to come back after saving your niece, you cannot stand the idea of losing her? What are you doing? Lourdes, who we saving? Who we saving first? Are we saving anybody?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
But my daughter comes first. I'm gonna watch my own daughter drown. Nothing goes so. I save the daughter, make sure she's safe.
Mm-hmm.
Then I go back for the other one. Yeah. I saw it. They'll have to understand.
Yeah, my child
my
come
daughter
first.
comes first.
Yeah, my child, definitely, my child come first. I don't save my daughter
Your
first.
daughter could legit swim. She could hold she own until you come back.
Oh, okay, so she
Yeah.
could tread in the water.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
okay.
the niece can swim.
Okay,
as
I mean-
good.
The daughter's
Okay.
supposed to be able to save the niece. If the daughter could swim.
No, I wouldn't allow it because what if your daughter can
Maybe she could swim, but she can't save people.
approach somebody panicking in the water, because when somebody panic in the water, right, you have to approach them a different way. You have to approach them from the back and hold them in a choke lock, I think, and help them to calm down, because if you approach them face on, they will push you under the water.
Well, save just
I've
save the
been
niece.
told that. I never save anybody, so I've been told that. So I'm just going on based on other people's experiences.
Well, if that way, then I save the niece first.
Yeah, yeah, that was straight.
You're saving the niece.
I saving the niece first, and then I go back for my daughter.
Okay, I see somebody was saying something there, you know.
What if it's you? Would you want someone to call and snitch on you?
Oh, so this is basically from the other question.
Oh, good night, Darren. Good night, Darren. Good night, Slay. Good night, T-Bone. Yeah, snitch on me. Okay, I'll lie. I wouldn't want you to snitch on me.
You see, if I in a scenario, they may want to snitch on me. Definitely may want to snitch on me. But I'm doing something wrong. Right? So, like, if the gods will it, so be it. You know? If that can happen. Because, I mean, it's my action, so they come with some sort of consequence. And I got to own up to it. If it happen like that, it happen like that. I'm going to take it like a man. Basically.
Why? I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want nobody to snitch on me, to be honest. Because it's when you're doing wrong, it's sweet, you know? So, it's sweet.
Shani, hear what you say?
It happy sweet. But you wouldn't, not saying that I don't do these things, guys. I
Hey,
mean, come
hey,
on.
hey, hey,
But
hey.
I'm just saying.
We
Hey.
understand. We
In the
understand.
moment,
I didn't say
when you're
anything,
doing
you know.
it, you know, you wouldn't want nobody snitch on you.
I didn't say anything.
Yes,
You
so
the
no,
one
I
that
wouldn't want
said
nobody
you
snitch on you.
said.
But my loyalty is not to the spouse. My loyalty is to my best friend. So I about to be snitching. But if I see my best friend doing it, no, me ain't snitching.
My guy say he can see and don't see. Aye.
Good night, wow, son. He said, I will see and don't see.
Well.
Woo,
Ooh.
woo.
All right.
My. Man, I can't see and don't see. I can't see and don't see. And to my best friend out there, well, I know my best friend got my back, so my best friend ain't gonna see and don't see. I sure my best friend gonna come with the same energy. We calling each other, video call, live and direct, and we showing what we see.
I wonder if she best friend watching right now, so she could confirm. The best friend could
Listen, my
confirm
best friend about
this.
to have my energy. I
got-
am telling you.
Listen, we got a guy. I wish your best friend was like on the stream or
My
something like
best
that to
friend
confirm this, man.
about to have my energy.
Alright,
No doubt
cool,
about
cool,
it.
cool,
If you hear it
cool,
come out my
cool.
mouth, you know. She gonna
Alright.
write for me. Yes, definitely. Yes, she bowed to Snitch and whoever. Yes, direct. Live and direct. But if I see her, me ain't snitching.
All right, cool.
And she see me, she ain't snitching either.
Mm.
Yeah. You're loyal to who you're loyal to. Yeah. Alright,
Hear that?
so.
That's crazy. Like, if y'all see each other, y'all gonna pull up each other. What kind of friends that?
Oh yeah, we're gonna pull up each other in private, but we ain't snitching. No, we ain't snitching. I'm be like, sis, like, what you doing? And she gonna be like, sis, what you doing? But that's in private. That's when we have a little bunch and, you know, we have a little girls talk. But, of course, we ain't about to snitch on each other.
Girl code.
I glad that this is being recorded and we live, so everybody could hear this. See how women be thinking.
First of all, let's not do the woman man thing. Let me not bring up that. Let me not do the woman man thing. Yeah?
Hey, we ain't
Okay,
doing that no. We ain't
okay.
doing that no.
All right, the last one is an office theft. And it says you're in charge of the petty cash at the office. However, a coworker is responsible for making a weekly trip to the bank to make the business deposit and obtain petty cash for the following week. Now, in a conversation with your mutual supervisor, you are asked if the increase in the petty cash amount was enough. You, however, have not seen any additional money, and you realize that your coworker has been stealing the additional money. Do you tell your supervisor you have neither asked for nor received any additional petty cash? So basically, do you snitch on your coworker? Or do you tell your coworker your suspicions and give them a chance to pay the money back?
Question on the floor. Do we like this coworker?
Why?
That's what I wanna know. Do we like this coworker?
Okay, tell me if you what you would do if
Somebody
you like.
says snitch.
Somebody says snitch.
Somebody says snitch.
Somebody says snitch. Oh, that's my best friend, by the way.
Oh,
That's
oh,
my best
oh,
friend,
she
by the way.
reached. Okay, she reached.
Good night, darling. Good night.
She
Welcome
reached.
to Ortia.
Ah,
That's my best
boy,
friend, by the
she
way.
done said snitch.
Okay.
Okay.
Sister, she's snitching.
Alright.
What you doing?
Okay, depends on if I like the coworker. If I don't like the coworker, I can tell the boss. If me and the coworker cool, I gonna let him to not watch you. I mean, maybe you're in a difficult situation or what's not, but you can't be doing that. You know, because you're gonna look better, you're gonna fall back on us basically, and you're gonna cause a lot of questions to be raised and we lose with job. So you gotta think about that, you know. See somebody saying something over there.
She said they're sabotaging you because you have an account. You have to account for it too. That is right. Yeah, that as you just said.
Exactly, as I just
Yeah.
said. Yeah. you
They're
know, look
sabotaging
back.
you for true because you have to account for it. I snitching. I sorry. Whether I like you or not, you're not about to drag me down. I snitching. I sorry, but
Stitches get stitches.
I hear second guessing myself. Would I give the person an hour to put back the money, or I go straight to snitching?
But I should have think
Because
about
you
that
know,
before.
so,
As
yeah.
in the comments, they should have
Yeah.
think about that before. They
Should I think about it before? That's true, but you know, so life hard for some people, you know. Life hard for some people. Both of y'all can be homeless together.
Oh, mother see.
And that's really your best friend, girl. Just like you.
Oh boy.
Twin two.
Yes.
Yeah, boy. I mean,
The both of y'all can be homeless together. You know what? I stitching. Okay, I'm going back to my first sister. I'm snitching.
I'm snitching.
We're snitching. We're snitching.
That's what she's
That's
saying.
it. We literally snitching.
what about you?
What about you, Lourdes? What you doing?
You'll have to understand. I'm not going down for something I didn't do.
Ooh.
So you're snitching.
You'll have to
The
take a seat.
consensus is to snitch. We're
What if that's
snitching.
your favorite coworker? You know, everybody got his favorite coworker. You know, like you look forward to seeing them every day.
Man, favorite
My mom
coworker.
be homeless with my favorite coworker. Eh? So.
Favorite coworker.
As I should say, both y'all could be homeless together, and I don't want to be homeless with my favorite coworker. So,
Wow.
That's all.
young
It's not a good
girl,
look.
no, young girl, you gonna got to be favorite, yeah. But I sorry, yeah. Yeah, just don't thief.
Yeah.
Because you think
Yeah,
about when you
mean
look,
to
when you
your
think about
favorite
no,
coworker.
when you think about it too, if they were going on hard times, they could have ask me or ask somebody, you know? That just seemed deliberate. If from the time there was an increase in the petty cash, you want to tell me every time you go to the bank, every single time.
You shot.
You ain't even alert me that there was an increase in the petty cash. You ain't let me know that. So I'm thinking that, okay, if it's $500 per week, then it's just 500, and it was raised to $700. All I'm getting is 500, and you put me in a position to, because when my supervisor asking me, I don't know what to say because I don't know about this increase. If you see what I mean. So yeah, we snitching.
I mean, when you look at it that way, yeah. I mean,
Yeah, because you make me look dumb in front of my supervisor. Like,
yeah.
I don't know nothing about the increase.
You ain't gonna pay me. You ain't gonna pay me a month time.
That's true.
So, yeah, we ain't gonna snitch.
Yeah, not might. We snitching.
Listen, I ain't trying to be a snitch. Like, listen to me very carefully. Radio line, Facebook, TikTok, every single social media platform. I'm not a snitch, but in this case, my job on the line, my bread and butter.
Exactly. Such as they didn't even give you half.
They didn't give me half. Not even a drink.
That's what you got. That's what you
Yeah,
got.
man.
Snitch.
You
wasn't thinking about you.
They have to
They
go.
wasn't thinking about you.
Nothing
got
a
to
little
go.
$5.
Yeah. She said set them up so you don't have to snitch.
Oh.
Ooh, how you gonna set them up?
Ooh.
How would you set them up? Nah, I ain't going to show all that. I
Ooh.
ain't going to show because you did not think about me when you were stealing. You
Well,
didn't
look at
think
it
about
that
me.
way.
You
You-
wouldn't think about how
You
it's gonna
wouldn't
affect
be a
me.
snitch though.
Why?
Why?
My Menki, I snitching. Menki, I snitching. I securing my paycheck.
Wow.
I snitching. Me ain't doing this. No. Me rocking my brain to go figure out how to hold you down during this situation. Because you didn't think about me. So I snitching. You're going down.
It must go away. Easy, because he's saying, okay, say it's $500 a week, and they probably add a $200 on it.
Mm-hmm.
You know when the money does come into the cash pan,
Mm-hmm.
so you will find a way. You could set it with a camera or something, you know. They got small webcams.
Yeah, but what you
hook
gonna
up
get
to your
out of
phone.
it? Like, what would you get out of it? How you gonna set them out for them to give you what? What they gonna give you?
No, like you're catching the culprit red-handed.
Oh, so you could snitch still?
You don't have to snitch. You got the evidence, video evidence.
Yeah. So if you collect the evidence, what you gonna do with the evidence? Yeah, you're still
Basically, you're
snitching.
still snitching.
Yeah, you're still snitching. Schedule and audit. Yeah, you're still snitching. So the end goal is to just snitch.
Y'all so blunt.
Yeah, just snitch. Yeah, that's what we're doing. All right, guys, I think we've exhausted this conversation. We're going to take a short commercial break, and then we're going to come back with the letter to OTR. Somebody's marriage is in jeopardy, and they're about to lose their family or their best friend. So we want to give them some advice, so stick and stay with us. We'll be back.
I go drink water and mind my business. Mind my business.
As we mentioned, we have a letter to OTR. And if you're just joining us for the first time, every week someone writes to us with their relationship, could be friendship, any kind of relationship drama and or issue, and we just give them a bit of advice. This letter for this week states, "My best friend ruined my marriage." And I'm going to read it. It says, "Dear OTR, give me your honest opinion on this. My friends, an all-male group, and I went to Jamaica for one of my friend's bachelor party. He is getting married pretty soon, so we decided to take one last guy's trip before he ties the knot. We have known each other since CFBC and have become very close to the point that we call each other brothers. Keep in mind that I am the best man. So we hired some strippers and things got a bit wild. Naturally, there was a lot of alcohol and one thing led to another. The soon-to-be groom had sex with one of the strippers, unprotected, in caps. But that's not the worst part. Another one of the boys filmed some parts of the intercourse, and we thought, what's done in JA stays in JA, and our group chat for memories. A couple of days before the wedding, the guy who filmed the intercourse, girlfriend, went through his phone and found the videos and chats and forwarded them to the soon-to-be bride. Now, you can't really see who's having sex with the stripper, but I was heard in the background laughing and talking. So in order to save his marriage, he blamed it on me. Now, my wife is threatening to divorce me and take my kids away. He said that the reason he blamed me was that I told the guys during the trip that I will be filing for divorce once I get back. But I was joking. I love my family. I have not forgiven him, and I am contemplating if I should drop from being his best man and cut him off completely. I need advice before I lose my family. Tell me. As a guy, let me hear a guy's perspective on this.
Okay. So, wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
Okay. So basically, if I was him, right, if you're gonna do something, if you're not gonna do it, don't joke about it, especially if you're not going to divorce your wife. Do not joke about those things, because look at the scenario, look at how things played out. You actually might lose your wife because you jokingly said to your friends that you want to divorce her. So, like, sometimes people don't understand the power of the tongue, and it is very serious. It's a very, very serious thing, and we need to understand that what we say can actually come to pass. So, look at it now, like, he's about to lose his wife and, well, basically his family. So, in my opinion, he needs to choose his family over his best friend. He needs to. Because, end of the day, it's his family. It's his friend. I don't think friends would let friends do those kind of things or say those kind of things or allow things like that to happen. So, everybody's in your life for a particular reason and a particular period of time. So, like, maybe that's the end of their time as being friends. So, I think he needs to focus on his family and try to win over his wife. And if needs be, cut off the friend. You're married. You have kids together. You live in a household. You know?
Right. I agree with you. He should not have joked about what divorcing his wife. But let's back up a bit, because why is the groom to be having intercourse with a stripper? Like, what? How that happen? Why are we doing that? Do we feel it? Is it that bachelor and bachelorette parties are for you to get your last cheating out your system before the wedding?
Man, okay. I think that at a bachelorette party and a bachelor party, like, I mean, things would happen, you know, maybe strippers may come, but I think that you should be aware of your surroundings. You should be able to control yourself, because you say you love that person enough to get married, you know, so you ain't supposed to be thinking about having sex with nobody else, no matter how high or drunk you get. You know, you're supposed to be able to control yourself still, because you love that person,
Right.
you know, and you're willing to give them your all. So basically, I feel like it shouldn't be happening. I mean,
Right.
okay, strippers might come, yeah, but be able to control yourself. Say no, tell your friends them no. You must give in to peer pressure every time. Yeah, you guys went on a trip. There's other ways to enjoy yourselves,
Right.
man. Yeah. I mean, you got to take accountability.
Even if strippers were there and what's not, your focus in that period should have been okay. You basically stated that it was the last hoorah or last guy strip, because this man is about to you're about to get married and what's not. But you went as far to have sex with a stripper. And not only that, you were careless enough to do it unprotected. So do you understand that you have now placed your soon-to-be bride in a position where she could possibly contract any STD or STI you may have brought home? You were careless. You did not think about your soon-to-be bride in that moment. You did not care about yourself in that moment because you could have attracted something. You just did not care. You had no care in the world because, hey, I'm getting married. Is it the excitement of you getting married that caused you to behave so carelessly and recklessly? Or is it you're selfish within your person? You're such a selfish person that once joy or once anything presents itself that excites you or titillates you, no matter how lewd it may cause you to behave, that you're gonna just take the bait and just behave any old how because that's how you feel in the moment. Because I feel like he needs to take accountability for his actions, and I would not have taken the fall for him. You cannot blame me because I jokingly said something. You can't blame me and jeopardize my happy home. You can't do that. What you need to do is to sit down with yourself and take accountability. You allowed yourself to have sex with a stripper. You allowed yourself to behave horribly on your guy's trip. And then you come back to, you weren't honest with your bride. You had a secret, and it's only because you were outed now you want to blame it on somebody. You ain't even tell the truth there. You lied. That's not husband material. You're not husband material. You ain't have no business getting married. You for the streets.
I was just gonna say that. Like, me saying that for the streets.
You for the streets.
But what I would say is, like, you ain't ready for marriage.
Right.
You ain't ready for it. Even though you feel like you're ready, maybe she got some money, or maybe she look good, maybe she's a faithful woman, so you decide, hey, that's the right thing to do, and get married to her so she can't run away. You know what I mean? So she stick with me. Something. But I feel like you gotta be right in your mind. You know what I mean? When you're ready to cross that line there, like when you want propose or when you want get married to someone. You gotta be right in your mind. You gotta be willing to sacrifice a lot of things that you used to do in the past for that person, that individual that you're willing to spend the rest of your life with. Because remember, even if, okay, strain a little bit, but even with dating, right?
Mm-hmm.
With date, basically it's an interview,
Mm-hmm.
right? To see, like, if this is the person I want to spend the rest of my life with, And you gotta be able to sacrifice what you used to do in the past. And if you ain't willing to sacrifice that, I mean, it ain't for you. Basically saying that it's not for you. People need to understand that sometimes marriage is not for you. Well, I mean, don't say sometimes, but for some people, marriage ain't for them. And they got to understand that. I mean, got some people that understand, I mean, they're just with somebody, but they understand that marriage ain't for them because they've been doing the stuff, But the relationship still working, but they understand that they ain't willing to commit because they ain't want to let go their whole self to commit to one person. And that's sad, actually sad, but that's the way whole life is. And some people understand that they can't commit to one person, so they ain't gonna put themselves in a position to be uncomfortable,
Okay, my thing is, I believe in self-actualization and I believe in self-growth, personal growth. And you cannot tell me as a grown man, you are going to tell me that these type of lifestyle still interests you. You're on the brink of starting a family, getting married, inviting someone into your space, into your life. You have pursued a woman and basically, what the word I'm looking for? Persuaded her to choose you or accept you as her husband. Now, why would you go out of your way to do all of that knowing fully well that deep down inside you, you're still a little boy because little boy stuff still excites you? Why would you do that? If you know within yourself that this type of lifestyle still excites you, you know for a fact that you cannot have that lifestyle and still want to settle down and make a family with another human being. That they
Exactly.
don't go hand in hand. You have to choose one. So you cannot tell me that you know within your heart, you deep down in your soul, that you love to party, you love rendezvous with strippers and what's not. And you're going to take up somebody's daughter and do the most to win over she heart, she soul, she mind. For the least chance you get, soon as she back turn, soon as the situation presents itself, for you to skin out yourself and do the most? No, you're a child. You're a child and you have no business getting married. And this is why I always say that you have to look at a man or a woman's lifestyle when they are single. They're not going to automatically change that lifestyle because you enter into their life. This is who they are. This is who they are comfortable being. This is what they are comfortable doing. So if they're accustomed to go strip and partying and whatever every weekend, not because you come into their life mean that they're going to change. It not gonna happen. This is what they are comfortable doing. They want the cake and eat it too. They don't want to choose. And you know, coming into their life knowing fully well that you don't encourage that kind of lifestyle, you basically allowing them to have the cake and eat it too. And we can't continue to do that. We have to allow these people to take accountability.
I feel like is the culture. Is the culture we portraying these days, are we endorsing? And I ain't trying to be a part of it, basically. That's why like I ain't want to be like up there with the crowd and them things there. Cause like the crowd being led blindly and they understand that. They understand like what people feel is cool and the in thing to do is wrong. And like until we realize that we can be going down the wrong path for a very long time, for generations, and it's gonna take a while to sort out with that. You know, so I don't know when it's gonna happen, but hopefully I live to see it. And for the gentleman in that question, you need to do some soul searching, man. Like you're
Which
hurting your
one?
family.
Which one? The one that had
The-
sex with this?
Yeah, you're hurting your family, blood. You're hurting your family. You know? Think about your kids especially, like the way they're gonna see you after knowing all this, you know. You're hurting your family. Because like you become somebody even different after you get married and you have kids, right? There are different stages, right, of becoming or being a man, right? The first stage, got on your own, you get a house, car, everything, yeah. Everybody can see, okay, you're achieving things, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Second stage, you probably get a girlfriend, wife, okay. You change from being a single man, to being a husband or a boyfriend, you know? So that's a different stage as a man. Next stage, kids. You can't do what you used to do because you have kids now in the picture.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Y'all used to run around the house a little more naked, you know what I mean? You and your wife before y'all had kids. But now you gotta change that because you have kids in the house now. So that's a different stage now. You have to be even more responsible because you have little ones to look after. So I feel like in that very moment, the best man, which is the husband, right? He thought of himself. He didn't put his family first. And as a man, you're supposed to put your family first.
No, the best man is the person who wrote to us. The man who's the soon-to-be groom is the one who basically messed up. And I do hope that the writer don't blame himself for the actions of the soon-to-be groom. And I do hope that he realized that by him not coming to the forefront and telling the truth and covering for the soon-to-be groom is him encouraging the soon-to-be groom's bad behavior.
He is.
What he needs to do, because if he basically covers for the soon-to-be groom will be happily married and he'll be divorced. So what are you gonna do? Do you love the soon-to-be groom more than you love yourself, more than you love your family? I don't think it's wise for you to give up your family just to cover the soon-to-be grooms and for him to have a false marriage because he messed up. He needs to take accountability for what he does. So I think you need to out him, tell the truth, the whole truth and nothing but the truth to help you God. Work on things with your wife. I think at this point in time, the only thing you're going to have to apologize for is for joking that you're going to divorce her. You're going to have to go buy a lot of roses and trips and...
Oh, boy.
Yeah, you're going to make up. You're going to do some things.
You're going to enjoy the bank account.
Yeah, because, you just basically put a dent in the trust because if I were your wife, I would be wondering, why are you so comfortable with joking about divorce? You know what I'm saying? Like these, whether you're drunk, you're high, whatever, whether it's a joke, non-joke, you don't joke about divorce. Don't do it. Don't do it at all. Don't do it. So that's something that you're going to literally have to take ownership for and accountability for and apologize to your wife. But do not take the fall for this man. It's not worth it. Hold on to your little family. Do not sacrifice your happiness for somebody else's.
You shouldn't, unless it's your kids. You know? Don't do that. Don't do that. I totally agree.
Now that's what you think. What you take on it?
Yeah, you know.
Right, Shan, I agree with everything you just said. May have anything to say other than what you said.
Right.
You hit it right on the head.
Right. All right, guys, we're going to take a short break and we'll come back and continue the conversation. OTR Nation, prepare yourself. This is going to be a show to remember with your hosts, Shan and Deli. That's OFFTHERECORDPROGRAM@gmail.com. You may also call or WhatsApp us at 869-765-4342. Thank you for your partnership.
Gabo, turn up Kim and wait, let we go.
One, two, yeah. Shut up.
No, Kim, don't hit the mic.
Uh-huh. Oh.
Kim, you good? You good?
Oh.
Right, it's action time, baby. I want to see the girl, 7%, 7%. Oh, let me back, good on my girl. Yes. Touch your money, money. Keep up. Relax. What I'm with a crew. Who the man is in the house? What? Hey, touch your girl, Brenda. Johnny, this one for you. Hey, Cynthia.
All right, guys, welcome back to OTR. I'm your host, Shan, and with me this evening is a new face. He goes by the name of Amal, aka Dicky, and as I mentioned before, my two co-hosts are off island right now, so they left me. So I want to thank Amal for stepping in. You know, I miss them dearly. So if you guys watching, yeah, I miss you guys. Yeah. All right. So, Amal.
Yes.
Biblically,
Mm-hmm.
it states that a man is supposed to lead, a man is supposed to protect, a man is supposed to provide. Do you see this coming out in our modern day relationship? And what are your general thoughts on this? Do you think that it is still relevant?
I mean, okay, it is still relevant because, like, there are households that men are the sole breadwinner still to this date. So, like, I think that if, okay, I can be honest, I think that in most cases, men should lead. In some cases, men should lead, but females have a perspective, a different perspective they could bring to the table, and I would actually like to see, like, females taking the mantle, like, not in the way that would bring total dominance in the household, no, but, you know, be able to lead and show that that if, say, for instance, if you're married and the husband was to die, right, and y'all have kids, that you're able to hold your own, you know what I mean? You're able to actually hold down the fort because, like, it's only you and the kids now. You know what I mean? I feel like every woman could adapt to that, but in terms of what a man could do, like, a lot of women don't want to do it. They aren't capable, but I feel that there are women out there that are capable of leading, even with a man being present.
Well, biblically, because it's biblical, I think that it is still relevant. However, I find that, I don't know if it's because of the burdens of society, men aren't as leadership friendly when it comes to a household as they should be. And as a result of that, it tends to push women now to control and to lead the households. And when I say that, I mean, if you look at most households, you see it's mostly single mothers. And they are left to raise the children. And they have to provide, they have to protect, they have to do their everything that a male, that masculine energy requires. So instead of being in their feminine energy, where they, as the Bible says, the woman is supposed to help, they don't help. They have to take on that manly role and be the man of the house, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it happens. It does happen. But women are more and more becoming a dominant figure when it comes to leading roles, whether it's in the household, in the office, you know. Like, women are becoming more and more ever present, and that's something we just have to get accustomed to as men. Like, I see some men getting bitter about it, but I mean, it's something we can't change. We can't change it. it's gonna happen.
But don't you think it is because the males are not stepping up to the plate, so that it is now forcing us as women to, step up?
Exactly. That's the reason.
In some instances, I don't think that most. Okay, there are a lot of things that a woman wouldn't do still that a man still would do.
Like what?
For instance, I ain't seen a woman working at Skelec, climbing poles, working in the power plant on generators.
You cannot talk about that.
Hey,
That is
hey,
different.
hey.
Yeah, but you
hey.
also see women being engineers and construction workers.
What
Yeah,
type of
and you don't
engineers,
even
though?
know. Okay, I think that you stated that based on probably St. Kitts and Nevis, but you don't know outside of in the world if there are actually women taking on this role. And I don't want to even specify any gender role, right? But generally, women are forced to operate in the masculine energy because the men are not stepping up to the plate to provide, to protect, or to lead. When you see so many men out there just impregnating women and leaving them. What do you expect the woman to do? She's gonna go directly into survival mode, because when a man can get up and just leave the child, the mother has to stay with the child and raise that child. So it's easier, in my opinion, I could be wrong, for a man to just get up and leave the child or leave his family without any major remorse or the conscience saying I have to go back, because he could easily start a new family with another woman. But then a woman can do it to a man. And that is because y'all to force us to be like, to take on y'all roles. Legit. You hardly find a man saying, oh, my woman left my child with me and gone bougie business. You hardly. I'm not saying that there aren't men out there who say that. But you hardly. It's always the mother. Let me tell you, a scenario the other day that shook me. Like, if I was thinking about having a child, like that morning, it was a no for me. I was walking in Bastia, and I heard this young man on his phone speaking rather loud. So all the money I give you, it done? Now, I here thinking, no, it's a lot of money. He gave the woman. So I managed to pass just in time when he said, so you want to tell me the whole $100 done? So whatever she said on the end, he was like, so you want to tell me a Civil? She was like, oh, he was like, so you buy a whole, so you bought a big pan of Civilac? A big pan of Civilac costs $100? And I'm like, I legit would have thought that this man gave this woman a ton load of money, and she just squandered the money, and now she asking him back for money. But $100, like, so I have to go through this emotional trauma, have you shout at me for $100?
Okay.
Like, that's what we doing?
Okay.
$100?
Okay.
Bashad, yeah, but see we lock up ramped. $100 for them there.
Ah, boy. Listen, right? I don't have any comeback for that. That's garbage.
Right.
That's
and
garbage.
Sasha said men don't even offer the minimum, and that's right, the bare minimum. The bare minimum. Y'all don't offer us women. The bare minimum.
I think, right, that y'all generalizing this thing.
No, but we have to.
Yeah,
we're just talking about the majority.
Listen. Yeah, I should say some men.
Okay, some men.
Yes, because
Some men.
ain't all men bad. I know men out there that give the last to make sure the kids and the woman at home or the wife is alright, and she ain't got to go on the road, beg or ask for nothing.
Are you
She ain't
that
got to
type
make
of
no
man?
noise. I
Would
ain't
you
gon-
be that type of man?
I would be. I am capable of being that type of man. I have showed it already. So, yes.
Okay.
But in that instance, I don't have a comment for that, because like he just making us men look bad.
Literally.
Yeah, he making us look bad.
Literally. When I heard, so $100 was Civilac, $100, the $100 done this. What is Civilac done? The $100.
Yeah,
I really wanted to take the phone out of hand and say, sis, you could do better. But I drank water and mind my business.
yes.
Because-
You need to do that because you
Literally.
don't know.
Literally. How can you be arguing with me? Why are you causing me emotional stress over $100?
But say one say two though. What if you can't do any better?
Why you impregnate the people's daughter?
I mean, things happen sometimes. But I'm not, I am not here to make excuses for people's
Okay.
actions.
Okay.
You make your bed, you're going to lay down in it.
Right.
Yes.
I can't even say that. I can't even say, like, I can't even fathom why people would make excuses, because from the time you know that you impregnate somebody's daughter, you have like 9 months to get yourself together and to try and, as much as possible
And that's the
to
thing.
get a job or jobs. You know what I'm saying?
Stock up on Pampers.
Yeah, and
Stock
these
up
kind of
on
things.
baby formula, you know what I
Oh,
mean?
and let me mention that he was stone dressed, The sneakers, the shoe, he was stone dressed, He was stone dressed. And this is why I don't
Making us look bad. Making us look bad. Just getting worse.
This is why I don't usually
I mean, I turn
tell
off my mic.
females, even if you see them dress up and go to all the latest parties and whatever, maybe, just maybe, they can only afford it for themselves. They may not be able to afford it for you. So don't watch that.
You know, I love independent women because, like, oh, somebody commented.
Or somebody said, it's like they hold the burden of what happened in the relationship, or they just never had interest in the beginning. That is true. And they say sometimes it's kids get kids, which is such a good point.
Yeah, it happen a
It
lot.
is such a
It
good
happens
point.
a lot.
A lot of them out there getting kids actually.
Yeah.
But okay, I can say this now, right?
Mm-hmm.
It how to word this? Okay. See how she just say kids having kids
Mm-hmm.
and they can't, like, sometimes they don't have an interest. Men, okay, it's been happening a lot. I can tell you this, like, men sometimes, right? I ain't trying to bash us or anything like that, but sometimes we just have sex with a woman because she look good. You know what I mean? She dressed nice, she got a little nice behind and them things there. So she look good. We want a little nice up with her. So I would say that I have to agree with her because, like, sometimes we're just interested in having the sex with her. We ain't really care about what happened after, and sometimes they end up being unprotected. And one thing lead to the next, end up getting pregnant. She didn't even know she was pregnant. And bam, child come.
So you're telling me, as a man, even if you didn't want to have any serious relations with the female, a child is now in
The picture.
the picture. You want to tell me that you can't, even if you want to, and this is why I personally don't be upset with men when they say, oh, men dealing with the woman are dealing with my child. Okay, fine. Maybe you didn't work out, you must have a reason as to why you want to deal with the woman. But my gosh, I am all for looking out for what you created, your child. Because while the woman could have chosen you, the child did not choose you. So please, look after your child. And things expensive, because the fact that he was dressed down mean that he understand that things were expensive.
And man shoes ain't cheap, you know. And I sure a lot of these man that be wearing the Jans and them things, you know. Like, come on.
So, but if you're wearing Jordans, you ain't think the child want to wear Jordans too? You ain't think the child want to eat food expensive?
We ain't even thinking about buying the child Jans. The fact that you buying Jans for yourself and ain't making sure that your cupboard stocked with food for your kids. Yeah, that's a lot, boy, yo. Like, you
Yeah.
ain't thinking about your family. You ain't thinking about your kids. You're thinking about yourself.
We have a comment that says, because there is no acceptance, a lot of them gonna say it's some next man child. Yeah, why y'all do that? Why y'all do that? You know you went there, but it's some next man child. You ain't even sure. That ain't your child. But it's some next man child. What you ought to do now? They talk for
Wait,
them.
wait.
Like you have sexual relations with a female.
Yeah.
She gets pregnant.
Uh-huh.
And the first thing you're gonna say, because you just went there for a piece, as you just say.
Yeah.
You're gonna say, oh, it ain't my child. It's
Oh.
a next man child.
Oh, so okay then. So basically, you're saying that if the person got impregnated around the same time you had sexual relations with the person,
Oh, me only did.
it might not be your child.
Oh, I only went there once. It can't be my child.
Oh, but you're still going there.
Yes. Like how you where you
Well, you
guys
gotta
do that?
contribute. No, you gotta contribute. Okay, it's as if say I going around somebody that have a child, right? Like you got to contribute. Like you have to contribute. Things ain't cheap.
No, we're
and
saying, right, that you met a girl, right?
Mm-hmm.
You had sexual relations with her,
Yes.
but that's all you wanted.
yes.
But however, she gets pregnant.
yeah.
Instead of you taking accountability, the first thing that comes out of your mouth is, that can't be my child because I only went with her once.
But you want to take one time.
Thank you.
So, I feel like
Why
the
you men
first
that do that?
question, the
Why
first
you
thing
men
you
that do
should,
that?
the first thing as a man that should come out of your mouth is the child mine? You know, don't just get up and say ain't your child. So how you gonna feel now when you was young and your father disown you and say, "But that ain't my child, that ain't my child," you know, and you grow up knowing he ain't that, but your father disown you.
I don't
Yeah.
think they care because
You don't
it's a
think they care?
I don't think they care
Sometimes
because why would you do? Okay, if that even happens to you, why would you repeat the cycle and do it to somebody else? Do it to your child. Why are we repeating bad behavior?
Hurt people.
That's our point. That is so true.
And that's what stems from this culture that we're living in these days, and I don't like it. I really don't like it. So to people out there, right, that hurting, deal with it. Don't stray from it and try to hurt other people. Please deal with it.
Right, as we just say here at OTR, find a therapist. Go to therapy, nothing wrong with it.
that. No.
Nothing wrong with it. Find a therapist. There are lots out there, and I think that there's a government one that is free, and then there are privatized companies that you can go to.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, based on my research, it's about 250 EC per session, or a bit above that
Okay.
per session. But
Okay.
you got to invest in yourself. You have to if you realize that you're emotionally and mentally unstable, or less, something that we don't talk about a lot,
Depression.
and postpartum depression, especially when women get children or get a child. Do you know that there's a possibility that she can go into depression
I
after?
did not know that.
It's called postpartum depression.
Okay.
So sometimes it goes as far as she not wanting to be around the father or the child.
Oh.
It's something that she can't control based on my research. And it can become very, very, very detrimental.
I didn't know that. I actually didn't know that. Wow.
Yeah. So this is why I don't understand. And pregnancy itself is a 50-50 chance. You could die. So if you know all this, I'm going to forgive you for not knowing this, but if you know as a man, you know this, why do you put a woman through that? You're basically putting her life in jeopardy. And then after the pregnancy, her body changes, so she has to go through all the changes. I heard one of my coworkers talk about pregnancy, and she said that the breast will be swollen, the milk dripping out, your uterus closing up, you bleeding, so you can't even wear normal sanitary napkins. It's like big pamper stuff you're gonna be wearing. So, like, imagine having to go through all of this, risking your life, having to go through the postpartum depression, having to your body change with the stretch marks, the loose skin, whatever have you, going on this emotional roller coaster for a man that is going to mistreat you, a man that is not going to be there for you, a man that cannot provide for you, a man that cannot protect you, a man that cannot lead, and a man who is refusing to take care of the child.
That's very tense. So, for men out there, a bit of advice: if you plan on impregnating a woman, right? If you do impregnate a woman and you don't want a child, I think that you should think about what you
We have a comment.
think about. Wait, let me finish. Wait, okay. Think about your actions before you act, or think about what you're gonna say before you say it, because everybody has a mother. Everybody came from a mother, right? So, and everybody loves their mother, and everybody wants to see their mother be treated in the most respectful way, especially if they have a husband or a boyfriend or whatever it is, right? So I feel like you should portray those actions towards the baby mother or your wife or whoever it is. Portray it, bring it over, because the same love you want your mother to get, your mother, your sister, your auntie, whoever it is, you want them to get it, right? Because you don't want to see them be ill-treated or mistreated. So you should do the same towards whoever it is.
Right.
Yeah.
We have a comment here says that, but I know some men that end up finding out the child ain't theirs after the love and support, and they still continue. So big them up. We got big
but
you.
I know a few of them, and
Kudos to you. Kudos to you.
Yeah, man. Yeah, like y'all doing it. Y'all the winners, right? Yeah, y'all winning. And I know, like, even greater things in store. Don't worry, that kid gonna be the next prime minister or something.
Yeah,
And he
'cause-
gonna look after you. You ain't gonna worry again in life. Just continue being great.
And there's another comment that says, "Lol, sir, don't let Shan bully men. Stand up for them."
I mean, she's speaking a lot of facts, and some of the things that she's saying, especially that story she gave me about the $100. Like, I can't say nothing. I wanted to plug out the mic because, like, what is that?
Okay, you know
You-
you're wrong.
you wrong.
I wanted to pull him up.
She's speaking a lot of sense, so I can't defend nonsense.
That's true.
Exactly. So if it was some sense in there, I would have defended, but no sense in there. Like, he's too undressed.
To undress.
And he abusing.
Big
saying
chain
about
on your neck.
$100 ain't enough. No, man, I got a big chain on your neck too. Hope you will, but yeah. Okay.
But you're abusing for $100.
$100. You abuse it for $100. Nah, young I
For
gotta
your
come again.
child.
For your child.
You buy the big CV like done $100. I'm gonna, them words are gonna forever ring in my ear.
Kids that eat, because kids ain't buying nothing, so they're gonna eat. I understand.
But
you
they're
know,
going, so you have to prepare. And this is why I always gonna big up family planning, And I think, I don't know, I think that family planning should be taken more seriously. Because things going up. Children expensive,
So you think that they should instill family planning in schools, high schools?
Well, I guess because some of them getting kids at those ages. So maybe.
As she said, kids getting kids.
What about when a dad works, like one of those delinquent dads who don't do anything for the child? You do like a salary deduction. Some of the money go towards the child, the expenses, and then some go into like a trust fund. You also do it with the mother as well. Since they ain't taking responsibility to take care of the kids.
I met a guy earlier this year in the summer, right? Listen to me very carefully. He has X amount of children, over 10. And he said to me, somebody's going to look after all those kids. He's not responsible. I looked at him and immediately said, "Yeah, he's a waste man, boy." And he said he ain't done yet. He still got more live rounds.
That's crazy, because looking at this comment, we have a comment that says women need to know who they breed for. And someone said women should also be held accountable for getting pregnant.
Okay.
I agree.
Okay. So
I agree.
it's time to back up the man them now, right?
I do
I
agree.
done hear about the women them. I don't agree with what the women them was saying. So let me agree with that comment there, because a lot of women, right, they be knowing, because it's not hard. It's not hard to track back your days and what's not, to find out when you got pregnant, you know, to actually give the person who is rightfully the father the child, because it's been happening, and I know a few cases that happened, you know. I feel like women should be held accountable for sure.
Yeah, but when you
And
say help, guys, sorry.
If
Mhm.
the father of the child said to you that he doesn't want to have a child,
Mhm.
and you happen to get pregnant, I mean, yes, everyone is accountable for their actions, yes, but if the father said that he doesn't want to have a child, don't go and bring that child.
So you basically
I'm not saying
to
abort it. I'm not saying abort it way before abortion comes into the picture. Morning after and those things. When it's in the early stages.
Mhm.
Don't go and have that child, because you're digging yourself a deeper hole.
Mhm.
Because one, you might just have to look after the child yourself. I mean, you will have child support, yes. You will have child support if he's not a waste man. But two, you'll be on your own. And the father will neglect the child. He will. I mean, majority of the times they do.
Yeah, but
Not saying that they won't take care of the child, but they won't be in that child's life.
right.
Financially, yes, probably, but they won't be in that child's life, because it's already been a negative reaction from the beginning.
Right, but when we say women should take accountability, and I do agree with a comment that say, you know, the man don't work, but you still gonna get pregnant for him. Like,
That's another good
why
point.
don't
That's
we
another
as
good one.
women do our due diligence as men? Like, you cannot approach me. Just know if you are a male and you approach me, I am doing my due diligence, and I'm interested. I have a slightest interest in you. I am asking around about you. I don't care. I am doing my due diligence about you.
Homework.
Listen. I dig in. I want
She
to know
doing she
your
homework.
lifestyle. Listen, I want to know the people who you hang with. Do you have a good reputation? Cause yes, but you ain't bringing me down, you know. Cause I work too hard to come to be where I am today, to have you come in my life and make my life hard, make you bring me down in a sense.
And you know the sad part about it, I've seen men and women do that to each other.
Right.
Yeah, and it's sad. It's sad.
Like, I think women for sure, even if you know, if you want a little peace, because everybody got feelings, I'm not going to dispute that. Everybody got feelings, you want a little peace, at least protect yourself.
Yeah, strap it up, man.
Protect yourself. Yeah? That's your responsibility. Protect yourself. Somebody said most women now have their menstrual cycle app on their phone. That is exactly. And you could put a heart every time you engage in sexual activity as well. But before it gets to all of that, use protection. Now, if the protection becomes damaged during the intercourse, like, no, I understand the next step is to what? Take the morning after. Yeah, so there are steps. Like, they're literally barriers for you to protect yourself. So why are we still ending up in these situations where we have unwanted pregnancies? Are we getting pregnant for these waste men? And it also goes to the men too, you know. Be careful who you get pregnant, who you impregnate. Like, be careful.
I like how you defending the man them, you know.
No,
Men
for
ain't
you,
got to do it.
because
Men ain't got to
listen.
do it. You're defending the man them. So
No, because-
so back to what a comment there, right? Saying I ain't defending. She defending the man them. So me ain't say nothing. I say much because she defending the man
Somebody
them.
said they don't do it to keep the man. To keep one man. To keep
Listen,
what
sometimes,
man?
right? Okay, I can be honest with you. I can be honest with you. I can be blunt.
Mhm.
I like this off the record, right?
Mhm.
Okay. So
Just don't
a
say
lot
it.
of women, I won't.
Mhm.
A lot of women, they're attracted to vanity,
Mm.
right? And it's sad. It's very sad. right? Because life is an illusion. We can't carry anything with us after death. We can't carry anything with us from this world.
Right.
It's just an illusion. Until people understand that, they won't understand life. And it's sad. But I ain't trying to throw women under the bus, but it's true. And, you know, and men do give in to vanity as well. You know, they get hooked on it. People lose family, friends, because of like things that we can't carry with us when we die. You know, like it's just even money. Money ain't even what the weight ain't even what it. A $20 bill ain't even what weight is it's worth. So like people, I gotta think about it. You know, okay, you might see a man, he might got $1 million, okay, but he got $1 million, boy, want to be with him, but he got nasty personality. Turn it wrong now. You might see a woman now, right? She got a flashy car, you know, she work hard for what she got, you know, and she probably got money in the bank. He said, boy, yeah, she look good, boy, I want to be with she. But she ain't got nothing in common. You and she ain't got nothing in common, but you want to pursue the woman because of what she got.
Have.
You know? It's the same thing. It's the same thing for a man. You want to pursue him because or make yourself available because of what he got. You know? And in the long run, what he got ain't even matter because the chemistry don't match. You know, I ain't even happy together. He don't make you smile. She don't even make you laugh. She don't cook. He can't cook. But I don't clean the house. All kind of different things.
You're right. But we're winding down. It's almost 10 p.m. So sadly, we got to leave you guys. But don't worry, we'll be here again next week, Wednesday at 8 p.m. So just to give you a rundown of what we spoke about. Okay, we started out testing your morality. We had some scenarios, some juicy scenarios. And yeah, you know, we found out some things about each other. Somebody said that they would hide the body. Somebody said that they would engage in the illegal activity. I'm not going to call any names, you know. And then, of course, we had our letter. If you missed it, you can go back on our social media pages. Somebody's marriage was jeopardized basically by a good friend. And we had to advise them to choose themselves basically over the friend. Yeah. And then, of course, we just had a talk about men leading in the household, which led on to pregnancy and taking accountability and much, much more. Guys, this was OTR. We had a fruitful discussion this evening. Thank you so much for joining us. Shout out to our listeners. A shout out to Sasha Lloyd, Slyburn Camper, Rankin, Darren Moses, and everyone. Can't call everybody names. Somebody vexed me. But thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for tuning in. We love you guys. See you next week.
The opinions and statements made by the host and participants in this program are not those of the owners, advertisers,